Welcome to Beer Time. Today we will be drinking the Malted Milkshake style IPA, Hazy and Hoppy. I've had a few from Full Sail before and they're actually pretty good. Atomized pale and their atomized IPA, and they were actually really good. This one I saw for the first time this week, picked it up, figured we'd give it a shot. There's like 5 different kinds of hops in it. Of course, it's got the milk proteins, the lactose or whatever, to give it a little bit more of a creamy taste to it. I think it has a drizzle of vanilla and a slight bit of cherry. Sounds fine with me. Ooh. That's enough. And as we've talked about before, you always gotta go by the 2-step rule before you make a decision on a beverage. One's not fair. Round 2. So it's pretty good. There's definitely a lot of hops, or you can't pinpoint one specific kind of hop, like this melody or this blend of hops they've used for this. I think all go together very well. Like it's not just straight Citra hops, which we see a lot, which I like, but there's a lot of hops out there we can be playing around with, and to just always focus on Citra does get stale after a while. So this is a bit refreshing and different just due to that. The vanilla cherry doesn't really exist. That's fine. I think it was just to be the slightest bit anyway. It does have a little bit of that new milkshake styled IPA, which has gotten increasingly popular lately. But anyways, it's become very popular. They're very hazy. They're a bit thicker. They're not very dark generally though, and they tend to be on the fruity side. This one I'm also not getting like it being too fruity. It's like almost like if you could have hazy without a taste, if that's even possible. Any of the citrus and fruit flavors that do come out of this are from more so the hops than any actual addition of fruit, and that's always a good thing. That's a high quality H2O. But it's good. It's really good. I think I like the atomized beers they have better, which is some stupid gimmick, I'm sure. But they're actually really good. They had a really good bite to them. Really good finish. This one's pretty run-of-the-mill, to be honest. I think the worst Stone IPA I've had is probably better than this. But Stones are excellent, and this is just pretty good. If you see it in the stores, it's worth picking up. It's definitely not one to shy away from. It's definitely full-on hazy. If you like that New England hazy IPA. The lactose, the milk sugars, which are common in a lot of different sours, so they tend to get that sour taste anyway. I'm not getting a whole lot of in this one. It's kind of an in-between some other milkshake style IPAs and just a regular IPA. So it's almost like milkshake light, I suppose. Which the full-on milkshake is kind of a bit much sometimes. It's a bit creamy. Creamy's good in some things, obviously like stouts and browns. IPA is probably the last place I want creamy. But for some reason, the milkshake IPA is picking off. Some of them are pretty good. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think it's 6.8%, and it's only 40 IBUs. But it's pretty hoppy for 40. I think like on a blind taste test, I'd probably say 50. So that's good. I mean, with this many different kinds of hops in a beer, you'd hope you could taste some hops, right? They're what? Euconaut, Denali, Comet, Citra, and Cascade hops. Which Citra and Cascade are the two commoners, and then the Euconaut, Denali, and Comet are going to be a little more exotic compared to the standards. The milkshake flavor or bit of it is going to be in the head, but it's real subtle, and that's probably good. A few of these have gone really overboard with it, so I think the subtlety of the milkshake part of this beer is actually a benefit to it. It's not going too far on that path, but I think its advertising pushes it that it is the core flavor, the core body of the beer, and it doesn't seem to be the case really. It's just a really good solid hazy IPA with probably a little bit of this lactose in it. I've had some of these milkshake IPAs that blow this one out of the park as far as it being an actual milkshake IPA, that body of it. And those go a bit too far too, though. So I think that this one's subtlety across the board is probably its greatest strength. I think this one would pull in a lot of different IPA fans. Fans that like the milkshake style are going to like it. If you like the New England hazy stuff, you're going to like it. If you like a wide variety of hops in it, you're going to like it. And then it is really smooth at the same time, though. So all in all, this is a really good beer. I would not stray away from picking this one up. I don't know if I'd hunt down town to town trying to get a hold of it. But if you do come across it, I can confidently say you will not be disappointed. If you like any of the three, standard IPAs, hazy IPAs, or milkshakes IPAs, this one kind of is a winner in all three. If you got any suggestions of beers, let me know. I'm always open-minded to trying a new one, and I'm running out, I feel like. So if you've seen anything cool lately, let me know, and make sure you subscribe and all that, so I don't have to blast social media all the time. And I'll catch you next time.